Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday edition.
Yay! So excited. Yes, I am so excited. Wait, did y'all grab a drink?
I know, I feel like I should get one.
Okay, I did, but you guys can't make fun of me. This is all we had on hand. So
no, you're fine. I'm gonna grab one. So you keep talking.
All right.
Yeah, my thing is lagging. Oh, I hate it when it does that. But I'm having hot chocolate.
Ooh.
I was out on the soccer field, and so I'm like, I've got to get warmed up.
Gail, where are you again? Like in the United States? Where are you?
I am in the southeast Missouri.
Oh,
I'm in the Boot Heel, and so I'm in the little part that hangs into Arkansas.
So
we're pretty warm during the day. We're in that weather where it's really cold in the morning and really cold at night.
Yes.
But then it gets like blazing hot in the middle of the day. Which my hair is like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm like, but I do love our weather. I do. Only in the summer do I get really miserable here.
Really?
We have a lot of mosquitoes, and the heat is like that heat that just like slaps you in the face and is suffocating when you step outside.
No, thank you.
Exactly. I'm more of, I like cold.
Yeah.
I like to go to the heat when it's on my terms.
Right.
So I feel like I should actually live more up north, but at the same time, like they don't have sweet tea. So it's like the southern part of me like automatically rejects that idea of like there's no sweet tea.
There's still mosquitoes. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there's still mosquitoes.
Oh yes, I see y'all still have mosquitoes.
Ashton, where are you? Are you in like?
I'm in Minnesota, in central middle of Minnesota. So this week our weather has been in the 40s, the 50s. Today was 82, and then it's supposed to plummet back down to the 40s this weekend.
Oh my God.
So you can imagine that roller coaster, people's allergies, colds are kicking in. I, on the other hand, like warm weather, and I would rather live in the South than live here.
Yeah.
Because it's cold. It's cold here like 90% of the time.
Yeah. No.
And Ashley, where are you from?
I'm in Oregon. So
pretty.
I think like our weather has changed. This time, like a couple years ago, it would be 50s, like 60s, but now it's 80s in the day, like 40s in the evening, 40s in the morning.
I like it.
I know. I'm that mom who sends my kid in like layers to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want it to be over 80.
What?
I just don't want it to get over 80.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very content in the 70s.
Yes. Same.
I don't know. We had 82 today, and it was really nice. It was like the last hurrah of summer.
Did you guys get harsh winters, though, in Minnesota? Right?
We do. Very. Yeah.
I want to come for one of the winters. Can I get snowed in with you?
Come up here anytime. Anytime. We can make snow angels and string popcorn.
Do I see one? It just says Facebook user. Is that normal for you guys too?
Yeah. No, we're seeing the same thing.
Okay.
It didn't tell us who you are. Say
but hi.
We're so glad you're here.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So what's Halloween like for both of y'all in your areas? Do people go all out?
Over here, they do. We live in a small town as well. It's kind of exploded since 2020, but it's, I don't know, they kind of go all out, kind of don't, but we go to the rich neighborhoods. So we across
the bigger candy bars.
We go to the rich neighborhoods. That's what we do. So sorry, hang on. My dog's getting loud.
80 degrees, and my boss turned on his space heater.
That's funny. Everybody does the heat and cold differently. That's for sure.
Look at these little wispies, y'all. You're just like,
yeah. Join the club. Look at this.
I was hair in a bun before I came in here, and then I was like,
your hair looks gorgeous. It looks like it's nice.
I know.
End of the day, this is all I got.
Well,
We're like an evil villain.
You look beautiful.
It's greasy. It's real greasy. And so I was like, I'll just throw it down real quick for the sake of this. But it's been in a bun all day with Wispies as well. So I feel you.
You got those.
No, we're actually doing a thing where we're gonna, like, everybody's supposed to send in a list of addresses to the police department, so to show that your house is going to do trick or treating.
Oh,
and so it's supposed to make it like safer.
Oh, that's nice.
And to kind of know which houses are open to trick or treaters.
Don't you just turn the lights on where you're from?
Yeah. But some people turn their lights on, but then they don't answer the door.
Ooh.
Did I get the memo?
Here it's lights on, and even if you have like fall decor, you have to have the lights off if you're not home. Or you're not.
Or leave the bowl out, like if you want, you know, like that's what I see sometimes too. If people are out trick or treating, they'll leave their lights on and just leave the bowl out there. So.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as ringing the doorbell though.
Well, our doorbell doesn't work, but it's still there. And so it's just awkward. We're like, oh my gosh, there's people out there. Like, go out. We have like the little cameras so we can see them. And they're just sitting there like ringing the doorbell. I'm like, oh my God.
Quick run. My kids fight over who gets to ring the doorbell. So it's a really big deal.
It's a really big deal.
Whoever gets there first gets to ring the doorbell.
Oh, so they're like pushing them out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, according to Billboard, the top costumes. Oh, did any of y'all watch Euphoria? I loved it.
No, I didn't yet.
Okay, so this list I found interesting. Hold on, if it will load, it's lagging. So obviously the chick from Euphoria, Cassie Howard. Okay.
But if I saw someone in a dress like that, I wouldn't realize that that's supposed to be a Halloween costume.
I was just wondering. I was like, how many of us are going to know what that is?
But okay, what about Velma from Scooby-Doo's making a comeback?
I would recognize Velma anyway.
Yep.
She's pretty iconic.
But I was kind of surprised because usually Daphne's the one you hear about, but or
I
Scooby.
think Velma's easier though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised to see Velma making a comeback. I mean, I like it.
Yeah. I'm surprised too.
I wouldn't know what this is. Naruto?
I don't know what that is either. It's an anime.
Squid Game? Oh, I don't know. I'm off base.
Oh, is
Naruto? Or I don't know.
No, you were right. Anime. It's just.
Yeah. These ads make this so slow. Okay, obviously Bridgerton. I can see that.
Oh, see, that would be fun. That would be kind of fun to like go to like a Goodwill or something and get like a dress like that. That would be a lot of fun.
It'd be fun to like do your whole family as like a Bridgerton family. That would be so fun.
Queen Elizabeth.
R.I.P.
Well, unless you put a crown. She would have to have like a crown for me to probably recognize.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just kind of looks like a lady from a bridge club.
Right? Needs a crown.
Obviously, Spider-Man.
Well, that's what my daughter's going to be.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I like how the costume has the bulge.
So anatomically correct.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, whoa. My spidey senses are going off.
Right.
Oh, Top Gun, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that's never gone away, though. I don't think it's making a comeback. I feel like I see someone from Top Gun every year. Or two guys, like, who are being Maverick and Goose, you know?
I agree.
Hocus Pocus, I always see Hocus Pocus, too.
Yeah, same with Hocus Pocus. See them all the time. Because that's iconic every Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, who's this?
Encanto.
Took me a minute.
Yes, I love Encanto.
But I would know it if I saw the skirt, you know.
Minions. I don't think they'll ever go away.
But I like when people dress like the actual minion with like the weird shape. Have you seen those? I like it when
Or
they do with like the toilet paper rolls with the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
She-Hulk.
Hulk.
That's a new show that's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I've seen it pop up a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
we've been watching it.
Do you like
And
it?
that's it. Yeah, I like it okay.
Yeah. Are you guys dressing up as anything?
I think I'm gonna do a fox.
I usually do the same thing every year. I just wear my One Tree Hill Ravens jersey and put my hair up like a cheerleader with bows, and that's about all I do.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's about all I do. It's my fun go-to. It's comfortable.
Now, what about you, Ashley?
I usually try to match my third. So I have 3 girls. So 16, 14, and 10. And my 10-year-old usually wants to match whatever we're doing. So it just depends what she does. Like last year, she wanted to be a cowgirl. So we wore a matching plaid and did braids, and we were cowgirls.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. My girls are going to both dress up and be, is it foxes? Foxes, you can add an S.
Foxes.
So yeah, and so I'm just gonna do a fox. Which
That'd be fun.
I wanted my husband. I said you could be the hound dog.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah, he wasn't into it. And then I told him, I'm like, well, you could be a silver fox. Like we could add some gray.
You get it? Oh, that would have been so funny. That would have been cute.
Yeah, he's not into it either.
Is it going to do anything?
No, the one time I did get him to kind of dress up, he wore his lab coat from college and just said he was a doctor or a scientist. You know, I keep trying, y'all.
My husband won't do it. He's not into it. He's like, go do it. He doesn't even like celebrating Halloween. He's like, not interested.
No, that's boo. That's my boo. Like, his only interest is we might watch scary movies. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, same. He helps with the kids' costumes. He does the face paint and he does all the cute stuff. But yeah, himself, he's like, you guys go, I'll hang out here. Or he'll like walk around the neighborhoods with us, and he keeps track of our little guy, and that helps because at night it gets freaky, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's cute that at least your guys' kids can like agree on something to be like, you know, cute with. My kids couldn't agree on something to save their lives. So one's being a ninja, one's being Spider-Man. And then none of that really worked for our baby. So he's probably just going to be a chick.
I want to do a family group thing so bad that like it hurts. But we won't. We can't. It will never happen. So I have a pirate. I have a bat. I don't know why my 14-year-old wants to be Batgirl. Bat. She wants to be like a sexy bat.
Ooh.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I'm like, she was going to be a Disney princess, but like with the mini dress. So like a mini like yellow or mini green, which was actually going to be kind of cute. But then now she's like, I just want to be a bat with like cute ears and high heels and a short black dress, which whatever. So we're kind of all over the place.
Oh, I kind of like it though. I could be a bat. I like the bat.
It could work.
Yeah. The girls, like, they're going to be like, as the fox. Theirs just has like a little tutu dress thing.
Cute.
And it has like the little tail and it's got like a little furry top, but then it's like cute makeup and little ears.
That's adorable. I want to see pictures of everybody's Halloween stuff. This is going to be so cute for everyone.
Me
I
too.
was like, we could all even be the Power Rangers, but like the old school Power Rangers.
Oh my
God. That would
God.
be so much fun.
I would love
But Bobby's not doing it.
Bobby's just not into it.
Or even the Addams Family. That would be so much fun.
Oh, I would love that. My husband would be perfect for the Addams Family. Wig.
Yes. Oh, I think it'd be great to be Morticia. Like, that would be so much fun.
Right? Oh, I love her.
Me too. I'm excited for the new show. Have y'all seen that? They're gonna have a new one Wednesday.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Saw a trailer for it too. I was not expecting the turn it took all of a sudden. I was like thinking it was gonna be like a
Right.
family thing. Then all of a sudden the piranhas in the pool. And I was like, all right, this is not for kids.
Yeah. It's like a dark.
Good to know.
It took a dark turn. I was like, oh, okay.
It did. I liked it. I'll watch it, but it's good to know it's not for your family.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is like my favorite cover ever.
Yes.
Same.
I've been in love with this since the cover reveal.
Right?
I love that
Like, I
cover.
would have this as a poster in my room. Like, you know,
Right?
It's just perfect. And her dress looks pretty.
seriously, it looks like it reminds me of a blockbuster hit movie, you know?
Right?
It's so pretty.
Mhm.
I was just obsessed when I saw it on Pinterest. And I was like, because I've never bought an exclusive photo before. And I was just curious. I didn't think the photographer would even email me back, honestly. Like, I did not have any hopes at all. But I reached out to her and I was like, is this for sale? Like, would you ever sell this to me? And she was like, let me ask the models. And because it's their real engagement photo, you know, like that's their
Oh my gosh, no way. I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah, that's their real engagement photo. So this is a straight up engagement shoot. And he's wearing black in the real photo. So they look like really cute and matching. And so I just did not have my hopes up because they were like, what kind of content is in the book? And I was like, oh crap. You know, I was like, I was honest. I was like, this is a spicy book. There will be like adult type scenes in here. And if you're not comfortable, I completely understand. No hard feelings. I just wanted to know. And they came back and they were like, no, we agree. Like, we'll sell it to you and we're good to go. And I was just in shock. I was like, oh my God, really? Like, so I'm very excited.
So you made it
That
tell
is
me
so cool.
that there are two people out there in love that look that gorgeous.
Right? Yep. It's real.
And now they're on a cover.
They are. And the photographers, I haven't had any contact with the models because obviously I've been trying to be like really like respectful, but the photographer has just been so amazing. I want to send her signed copies, but she hasn't given me her address yet. I don't want to be like weird and be like, can I have their address? So I'm just trying to play it cool. But
Oh my gosh. And they live here. Like this is all real for them.
yeah. Yeah, like they live.
Scary that
It's crazy. It's so now I'm on the hunt for another book cover. And I had one photographer who was willing to work with me, and the picture was just gorgeous. I wish I could show you guys. It's beautiful. I just don't know how. But the price that she wanted to charge me, I just was like, for a book 2, I cannot justify that cost, unfortunately. So
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Gosh, I never even like thought about that. Like if you see an image on Pinterest and ask the photographer about having it. I usually just go to like the stock photos.
I mean, I would almost be tempted to be like, so do you have any friends? Like, are there more of you out there?
I honestly I've been trying to I don't want to be rude or awkward with her, but I have been tempted to just be like, do you have this is what I want? But she's a wedding and engagement photographer, so it's not like working with someone in the industry who works with models, so I didn't want to be awkward. But I emailed 2 other photographers today, and I'm just curious because I've used stock photos for all my other books. I'm not against it. I obviously love using stock photos, but because I used an exclusive for that one, I was kind of wanting to keep with the trend, but now maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
I know.
Plus, I love the grump and sunshine. It's adorable.
I would almost be tempted to just be like, hey, so do you have any more from the session? And we just change their hair color.
Oh my gosh, I know. Trust me. I have been would anyone even know? Would anyone even could anyone tell? Because there's another couple who's really popular. that are on the newer Tennessee Truths cover, they have a million sessions and they're just beautiful together. But because I use them for Tennessee Truths, I tried to get away with it. My publicist was like, no, it's very clear that they're the same couple. I was like, damn it.
Photoshop their hair a little bit. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Make it colorful or dark. They won't be able to tell.
No one will know.
But it is. It's it's a stunning photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just was so surprised to know that is like a real engagement photo of a real couple. Like,
yeah.
I wonder what their wedding photos look like.
I know. I want to go. Like, I wonder if they hired her to do the wedding, or if they're even married yet. Because, she took this photo rather recently. Like, it's a recent photo.
Oh, yeah.
They might not be married
invested
yet.
now. We want to know about the wedding and everything.
Could you imagine having your engagement photo on like a book cover? Like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what if they came across it and they were like, "Oh my gosh,
there we are."
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
And look at this teaser. Like,
yeah, so the title of this book was hard for me. I actually had a beta reader who was like, I hate the title. Please change the title. But I was trying something different with this book where I was like, I've always loved like 1 to 2 word titles, but I'm like, I really want this title to just say exactly what the book is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of awkward, and I've had a million people be like, that's kind of a weird title. I'm like, I know, but what do you think it's about? And every single time people are like, oh, it's got to be like an enemies to lovers Grumpy Sunshine. I've done my job. You know what I mean? So
I don't think it's a weird title.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I think it's just
in the grump. I mean, it's fun. I thought it was cute.
Yeah. It works. The next book is Tempting the Neighbor, and then the third book will be about a single dad. So,
oh my gosh, what are you calling that one?
I don't know. I think maybe Saving the Single Dad, but I don't know if I love that yet. We'll see.
I kind of want you to be like going after your daddy.
I'll say don't listen to her.
It has to like flow with the other 2 books, kind of. So I feel kind of blocked in on that a little, which is annoying.
Resisting the grump, tempting the neighbor, banging the daddy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Seducing the single dad. I don't know. Oh, God.
I'm just going to keep calling book 3 something daddy.
She's going to keep making it dirty.
It's so dirty.
It's going to be a book, so that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Bringing home daddy.
Ooh.
No.
Bringing home daddy. Yeah, I don't know. It takes me a while of a lot of indecision to come up with a title. Are you guys like that?
Titles are the hardest for me.
They suck.
It's right up there with blurbs.
Blurbs and finding a cover. Want to cry.
The worst.
It's so time consuming. Like, I don't have the time to just sit here and like browse through a million photos, you know?
Yeah. I was still thinking. Okay, so this cover here.
I love that one too.
I love this cover. See, this is a stock photo, and I'm still obsessed with it. I think this is still my favorite. I love this cover.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love the alternate
That's a
cover.
stock photo?
Yes, that is a stock photo. And my designer, I love this designer. And you know when you find a designer that you just mesh really well with? She's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I told her, I said, I really like this photo, but I really wish she had tattoos because in the story, the tattoos are very significant. Yeah. And so she was like, hold my beer. And then she managed to like take photo. Like I had to obviously buy the other photo, but she took these tattoos off of another photo and then put it on this photo.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was like, oh my gosh. So,
see, I think I must not use like the right search words when I look for photos because I don't ever find anything fun like that.
And then look at the discreet cover or the alternate cover, whatever you want to call it. It's gorgeous too. Like I love both of these so much.
Mm-hmm. I don't love this specific discreet cover. I don't know why. I think it's the proportion of the skull with the hat. Because the wild card and King of Hearts on this, the discreet is so like kind of in unison with the way the book.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And it's just, this one's just kind of like not falling in line. But I do love the discreet skull ones. I do love those. So
yeah. And then so you have the cutest Instagram. Oh, and these covers are adorable too. Like all of your stuff is just so good.
Oh, you're so sweet. This was a desperate attempt to try and salvage these books that were like not selling on their own.
Really? I was like, I love Tennessee Truest.
I do, and I love the original cover for Tennessee Truth so freaking much. But they just individually were not like selling. So I started working with a PR firm because I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And they were like, why don't we try packaging these so they look similar? Like they're part of the series. And so we did that. I worked with another amazing designer and author. She does both.
Cool.
We did that. So, yeah, the Instagram game is hard for me because I lost my last Instagram.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember that. That was terrible. Terrible.
That was a pretty hard, like,
I couldn't imagine.
You know how hard it is to build up your socials and all the giveaways and all the things and everything you do to try and build it. And to lose it was just really, really hard. But yeah, so
you got it. Like I'm like loving your Instagram.
Oh, thank you. I try. I'm like, okay, I have to try. I don't really get like a lot of traction on my photos. I don't know if you guys have struggles with that too, but I get like 24 photo. I'm like, oh, it's a good day.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and I try not to click on other authors. I'm like, 579 likes. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, look at these. Look at these.
I know. I love those.
Oh, I love these so much. These are so good.
Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot, though, a little bit with this series.
Why?
This is like confession hour for me. I'm sorry. You're going confessing. Because I had done like Small Town, and then I randomly did this like new adult series, and I think that a lot of people were like not, because Only Once was such a good, like, was really a peak book for me. It changed my career drastically. But it's Small Town Single Parent. And then the next thing I did was college dark romance. And yeah, it kind of threw me. So
I like it. I like all your stuff. I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you. I love it. I don't regret it. It's a great series and everything. I just think it's kind of hard to marry the two. If it's like my brand, so to speak, the brand they talk about is like,
yeah.
I think that's so hard because I don't want to stay in just one box. Like sometimes you want to step out and try new things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's how
I think it's great that you did. You tried it, and
yeah.
I love the covers. I think they're gorgeous.
Thanks for partying with us.
Oh yeah. Oh, Karen's here. I'm still trying to.
Oh, there you go. You see it now?
Yeah. Hi, Karen.
Hey. Oh, I'm
party. I need to get better at my Instagram. I love your Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
I love all the different teasers.
I made a couple myself. This is before I had anything to like give my designer, because we had to do the cover first. So I didn't know any colors or anything. So I just did a couple myself and was like,
mm-hmm. Ooh, and I see you do audio.
Yes.
So do you produce your own audio, or do you go through somebody?
I produced, I went through One Night Stand Studios for Tipsy Tuesday and Only Once. And And then the Rake Forge series is through Tantor. The rest of me and Resisting the Grump will also be through Tantor. So they'll choose all that.
Fun. And then look at your website. Like, how cute is this website?
Thank you. I do this myself, so your compliments are really just feeding my ego. I really appreciate that.
Wait, ready? Watch this. Watch.
Gosh.
I love how it moves. Like, I love how your stuff moves. I get so excited.
I am yeah. I'm a big fan of things that move on websites.
Yeah.
But
how do you do it? Like, I need to edit my website and it just stresses me out.
I use Wix, and Wix is just super user friendly to me, but there's certain things I still don't know how to do. It has to be very, as you can see, this is very basic. It has to be very basic. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed. And I'm not OCD, so I don't care if the lines line up. I don't really care if things are even. That doesn't bother me, but I know that it bothers a lot of people. So I have to be careful because I know like some people are like, oh my gosh, your thing is off center. I've actually had people email me about that on my website. I kid you not.
Stop.
And I'm like, thank you so much.
Like, just be happy there's a website.
I know. I'm just like, thank you. I appreciate you. However, like, I don't know what to do because it doesn't bother me. So,
yeah. See, I'm very much okay with not stuff being completely.
Yeah. It's just too much. I have too many things that I'm like worried about and stressing about that that's going to be one of them.
And so you are going to be signing in Seattle. That'll be so fun.
Yes. I'm very excited. It'll be my first time at one of the Lovin' events. I've never been, so I'm excited.
That is exciting.
And then if anybody wants to sign up for her art team, that's exciting.
Yes. I had a very there's a form, but then I have other people who just try to join the group and I just approve them because I'm just like, sure, you can join. I don't know. Why not?
I love it. I love it.
Are your guys' ARC teams pretty solid? Do you have a bunch of, because I only have I think 60 people in mine and I don't even know how many of those even really read the book that I put out. So
my Rachel and Carolina keep up with all of that because I have my main, well, I don't say my main, but the readers that I know that reach out to me, that let me know they've read the book, that personally message me. And so I have those people and there's probably 10 solid ones. Yeah. And then everybody else, I wait to see
who
reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have probably 10 and that's being generous. It might be more of 8 or something, but I don't want to use a random number. But yeah, I have the ones that I can depend on that I know.
Yeah. The ride or dies.
Yeah. And then I'm so grateful for them. And then I just hope and I pray that more people read and leave a review.
Right.
Every release.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm right there.
Look at that. It's so pretty. I love it.
Only Once is actually changing again.
Really?
Yeah. I got the paperback and it's just super washed out because I chose a photo that's super hazy. So I just talked to the designer. She's so amazing. But she was like, yeah, let's just swap out a different cover because I thought it was something an effect that she'd put on it. And she was like, no, this is just the photo.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, damn it. So then I was like, let's
try. I love that.
I do too. It just looks so it's super faded on the paperback. And I was, oh, don't want that.
Yeah. I love it. I love all the book covers. They look gorgeous to me.
Oh, thank you.
They're pretty.
That was fun. That was a walk down memory lane for me. Like,
look at all the things I've written.
right? Of Ashley Museum of just like
It got a little bit of everything going on. Some small town, some new adult.
yeah,
That kind of stuff.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So where do you get your inspiration from for your books?
Kind of everywhere. Like last night I was having the weirdest dream. So weird. And like one of those dreams where no matter how many times you wake up and try to go back to sleep, it's just continuous. And this is the whole dream. In the dream, I'm a receptionist at a desk, and this guy walks in and hands me this piece of paper. And he's wearing this like leather jacket, and he's got sunglasses, super hot. And then his brother walks in and does the same thing. And then another brother walks in and does the same thing. And then another brother walks in, and apparently they all work together. But
how many brothers are you gonna have?
And so I'm like in the dream, but like it kept happening. And I was like, okay, so I need to just take a second and think about this because this would make a good book. Like, why are there brothers? What are they doing? Why are there papers? And who is this receptionist?
And so, who are all these brothers in your dream? Like, are they just people your mind is manifesting, or do you know them?
Oh, no, totally just my mind manifesting them. I don't know them.
Why doesn't my brain ever make people up?
I think it's because I've been looking on Pinterest so much because of the numbers. And I've been trying to do more TikTok and more whatever. I think I'm just like seeing the Pinterest pins now in my brain, just manifesting. And so that's one piece of like inspiration. Sometimes I'll have a dream about a book. Other times I'll just be driving down the road and I'll just be like, oh, this would make a good book. I don't know why. Like Tennessee Truths, there's somebody who passed me in the middle lane. They were just impatient with me and they just passed me. And that's how the entire plot line for Tennessee Truths unfolded in my brain.
Yeah.
But like that scene is not even in the book. So.
But that's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
I love that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird. Like Wild Card is super twisty and there's like all these different facets to it. And I was playing pool with my husband one night and there was this like room in the back and these two like college age students were like in there and they're like whispering and there was just something very secretive about it. And I was just like, yes, I'm writing a book about people meeting and there's a secret and there's like, anyway, so that's.
Then what happened with those people?
I know.
Did they just leave?
Well, in Wild Card, they hook up because she gets a card that says she's a home run.
Ooh.
I love that.
So the whole premise of Wild Card is it's a corrupt secret society that's operating under the sham of a baseball team. And they have hookup meetings and stuff where they give out baseball cards or cards from a card deck and they have base numbers written on them for girls. And this chick is a reporter and she wants to weigh in. And so she steals her sister's card that says home run. So the stranger who meets her thinks he's meeting with the sister when really it's.
I love that. I love that. Actually, I think I have a Wild Card. I think I got it from Shameless, maybe. No. Where'd I get it from?
Yeah.
Ohio?
No, it was Bray.
When did I see you? In Ohio. In Bray.
Bray.
Like, I have a Wild Card. Do I win?
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah. Where's that little secret baseball player?
Yeah. How come that didn't happen?
I love the reviews for that book because there's so many that are like, this is so unrealistic. I'm like, I know. Like, that's the whole point is I know this is unreal. Thank God. Like, I don't want all
fiction.
Corrupt baseball teams out there in college, but.
Okay. I mean, if there are, where do I go to school for this?
Right.
When people say stuff's unrealistic, I feel like they just haven't lived.
Right.
Because I feel like there's so much shady crap that people probably wouldn't believe.
Right?
Yeah.
You hear stories and you're like, what happened? And it's real. Like, this stuff really happened. And
yeah, there's so much corruption and fronts and all kinds of stuff. And I was just telling Ashton this morning that I will never make fun of in the horror movies when the girl falls. Okay? Because I fell. I fell.
Oh my God.
Yes. The other day. And my parents, in front of their yard, I was walking to the car and I fell. And so I'm like, I will not do shit.
Okay,
I'm not laughing because you fell, but just because you're like, I will never laugh at those girls again.
I will never say anything.
Were you scared? Is that why you fell? Was because you were scared? Or
No, I was just going to my car, but it was a tragedy because my coffee went all in my hair.
oh no,
It was so sad.
that's so.
I just laid there soaked in my coffee. Like, what just happened?
Do you ever get the urge to just like take a picture? Just like
I should have in that moment been like,
I
what?
did. I get like these just like when things happen to me, I'm just like just poor me, you know. Feel sorry for me.
Yes. And so, but yeah. So you can fall just randomly. Okay. You don't have
Somebody
to
wasn't
trip.
even chasing you.
Nothing was chasing me. I didn't trip. Like my shoe, I was wearing those ballet flats. And
Oh,
the lining inside the shoe, for whatever reason, just kind of. And so the ground was soft. So then I just kind of. And there's nothing to grab onto. And it was like a split second. And what's crazy is the ground is like super soft, but then it's gravel for the driveway. And so I just kind of slid on up and my coffee went everywhere. And anyways, the moral of the story is
That's the real scary part of the story.
who is to say what's unrealistic or can never happen?
checked TikTok yet to see if you're viral somewhere? Like, is there just like ring footage of you in someone's yard that's just like?
Well, I was like, if anybody saw that, it would just be like, what just happened?
That is my new biggest fear in life, you guys. If I have like a fall in public, someone is filming it. Some asshole teenager is going to post it on TikTok.
You're gonna be on TikTok or ridiculousness.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh, no, my video would have been perfect. Like, seriously, it was just so random.
Ugh.
It was so dramatic because the coffee spilling everywhere. But my parents live out in the middle of nowhere, so.
Ugh.
The only thing is like some kid in a tractor had drove by.
He took a video. There is a video out there.
Yeah. But yeah, it probably would have made great video because, like I said, the coffee literally went,
Oh.
you know.
Oh,
You didn't did you post? I didn't even see you post about. I would have posted. I would have been like, today is such a hard day. I'm so.
No, I didn't post. I did send a picture to Ashton of like my elbow and it was like all bloody, and I was just like, look at this! I lost my coffee. That's not that scars.
who cares about my elbow? I lost my coffee.
I would have been pissed.
Oh, poor
Coffee.
friend.
Coffee's expensive.
Yeah. It was a
Plus, you know,
large.
like just like you start your day that way, like, oh yeah.
I would have come back to bed.
I'd been like, we're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
So funny on that, kind of. So my husband got a car, like a used car for our oldest daughter, 'cause she's going to start driving. And he got a license plate for it. And the license plate is 666. And I was like,
Do you
oh,
do that
no.
on purpose?
Well, he was like, well, they're just numbers. I don't know, like, what's wrong. And I was like, those are bad numbers. I don't want that, like, associated with my life, please. And he was like, oh, you're being really dramatic. But last night, I drove the car. And within 5 minutes of driving it, the whole thing overheated completely. Like, went, like, the C went all the way to the H, like, within a minute. And I was like, oh, my God. So I pull over. And so I call my husband. I'm like, what do I do? Like, this thing keeps, doing this. He's like, you're going to have to pull over every time it does that and let it cool down. So literally from my brother's house to my house, which is not even like a mile, I'm like pulling over. I'm just like, this is a demon car.
Yeah. I would have been like, it might be numbers. Let's just be safe.
Right? Let's just be safe. My daughter's first car is going to have this like weird omen on it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty superstitious sometimes. I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah.
No.
I think even if I wasn't superstitious, like just those numbers on a car, I'd just be like, I watched Stephen King's Christine. Okay, let's just not risk it.
Right? did you have a choice to get a different license plate? He's like, well, I mean, maybe, but what's the point? There's just numbers. I'm like, oh, okay. Who did I marry? Because
go out there and like change the license plate on the cars.
Yes.
Have it.
Or just like take them off in the middle of the night and just like, I don't know, somebody stole our license plates. How weird.
Yeah. Told you those were bad numbers.
Right? Just like that. He's like, I caught you on the Ring app. Exactly. Like, I know it was you.
Have on wear like all black and like a mask and everything and go out there.
No, because you know what? I would fall like you, Gail. I would fall somehow. And the next day he'd be like, what did you do? So that would be what happened to me.
I know. Nothing around. Nothing. Just face plant.
Face
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Sorry, do you have a writing kryptonite at all?
What do you mean, kind of, exactly?
Just like when you're writing, what is your kryptonite?
A lot of things. Deadlines. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that like you're talking about, like what prevents me from like really writing well, or
Yeah, like if you're trying to get in the zone, like what is something that sometimes is your kryptonite?
I think it's, for me, if I'm not feeling the story, like right now with Tempting the Neighbor, I'm not really feeling small town right now. I'm feeling very much like a mafia edgy vibe. And so I really want to write mafia edgy. And old Ashley would just write that into the book. Like suddenly,
Yeah.
you know, like there's like somehow this guy, and like, okay, somehow we'll connect the single dad to it. I don't know. But new and reformed Ashley has learned to not do that to readers. So I'm having a hard time connecting with the story. I also don't like silence, but if I have too much music, then that can kind of make my brain feel too busy. So today I tried to put on a show on Discovery Plus about haunted woods in America.
Ooh.
And that ended up scaring me so bad that I was like so afraid to like even continue breathing. So it's just a lot. My husband came into my office and he was like, okay, I'm not dealing with your bad dreams. I'm not dealing with your nightmares. Like, stop what? Because I like had the blanket up like over my face. He was like, you're supposed to be writing. I'm like, I know.
But there are these woods.
I'm like, she went to an abandoned prison and this thing followed her home from the prison and now it's like in her dreams.
And then you're probably like, and I watched this, so now it's in mine.
Right? I did. I was like, can there be a transference from the prison in the show to me, the watcher? It was
just like The Ring, if you watch it. Ooh.
Like a whole process. So there's my kryptonite. I got like 10 words in today.
Because you were watching the show.
I
love it.
Yeah. I wanted something on in the background, you know? But like, and I usually try to put something I've seen a million times, but even then I'm still like watching it and then I get distracted. So
there's certain shows, it doesn't matter how many times you watch it, like you get sucked back in. They're just that good.
Yeah. I tried to rewatch In the Dark. Did you guys see that show?
No, I've seen it on Netflix. Is that where she's blind, right?
Oh, that's a good show. I finished it and I was like, oh, we could just rewatch it. No, I'm completely invested now.
Well, because sometimes you see things you missed before, or you don't want to miss the funny parts that you know you love.
Yeah.
See, that's me with Schitt's Creek. I will try to put that on, just to have it in the background, or Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
Both those shows, and next thing you know, I'm over there just cracking up.
Pops pushed to the side. You've got like a drink, a beverage, food, and you're just like enjoying yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if my husband's home, I'll be like, hey, the part's coming up. The part's coming. Like he's not seen it a million times.
Oh man.
Does he go, you're supposed to be writing, Crystal?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
Inspiration.
yeah.
I need inspiration.
I say that sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's like character research.
Yes. Or getting in the zone. If I'm doing rom-com, I need to be laughing. I need to be happy.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is the most difficult part for you when you have to write characters of the opposite sex?
I think for me, I think it's just really knowing their backstory, because it's usually by the middle of the book that I really get into their backstory. And then like by the last quarter of the book that I'm like, oh no, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I have to go back and refix everything about their character. So it's making sure their mannerisms are, you know, within the right scope of being the right type of asshole or the right type of cinnamon roll, or the, you know, just those little quirks, and making sure, okay, a cinnamon roll wouldn't talk like this because my brain is on Mafia right now. He would not say that, right? Your character right now is a cinnamon roll, so make him be a cinnamon roll. So I think for me, it's hard to.
I've never heard of him called a cinnamon roll.
I get where you're coming from, you know, because sometimes I'm like, did he get too mushy?
Yes. Did
he get too soft?
Well, and there's, especially if you read a good book who they do a really good job of character development, and you're like, oh, I love the way they develop that character. And you kind of just take like little hints, like little like one word answers versus a whole sentence, you know. So I'll go back through and I'm like, okay, he doesn't need to say a whole, because guys, I don't know if, like, my husband is a one word guy. Like he is everything's in a box. He doesn't do emotions. He is not an emotional person. He's very much like, we had a guy do our counters for us, and that guy is this like big construction dude, but he's very emotional. And so he was looking for my husband's approval, and my husband was just like, cool, what do I owe you? Like, just know, like, hey. And I was like, it's so good, I love it, you did such a good job, you know. But he was just like, you know, like, you did what I expected you to do, good job. He didn't say
you did your job.
Yeah. And and afterward I was like, babe, why didn't you say that? And he was like, why do I need to puff up his, like, why do I have to pat him on the back? Like, he knew what his job was. So my husband is very much like an asshole to everyone else, but he's not with me, but he is to literally everyone else. And so he is very much like one word, whatever. So I have to be careful with my characters not to make them writing sonnets in their brain towards me. Even though I want that. Like, I want him to be like, oh my God, she's so beautiful and she's so pretty and I love her so much. Realistic.
Oh.
Cinnamon roll. I hadn't heard that.
TikTok taught me that. I didn't know. All these readers were talking about cinnamon roll heroes, and I was like, I like go down this rabbit hole to find out what they were talking about. I guess it's as a hero that is like soft, like emotionally, like not an a-hole.
And they have cream.
Oh.
Yes.
I get it. I'm following it.
I get
There
it.
you go. Last question. So when you finish a book, do you feel energized or do you feel exhausted?
I feel exhausted every time. And I want to take a break every time. But like a month to 2 months. And that never works for my writing schedule. So I've bartered it down to like a week. But I feel exhausted. I don't know if you guys are the same, but that's how I am.
Depending on how the end of the book goes and the whole process to having it be published, yeah. Sometimes I feel exhausted. Sometimes I'm like, let's go book 2.
I think if I stretched my dates out for release, I would feel more energized, but I'm writing like back to back as far as like, okay, I'm writing it now. It's going to release as soon as I'm done writing it. And I would love one of my goals is to get to a point where I'm writing far enough in advance that I don't feel that pressure. You know, I can release a book I wrote last year and then work on whatever else I'm working on. But
oh yeah, wouldn't that be the dream? I see people do that, and I'm like,
I don't never know how that works.
I don't either, but there was one author that I watch her career pretty closely because she's, I think, set a really good example for how to do things well. Business wise, I don't know her personally. I don't know her at all, but as far as her business goes, it's a good model. And she's with the same PR agency that I was with, or I am with. And, I asked my publicist, I was like, so what would it take to kind of get on that? And she's like, hey, she's writing like she's a year in advance. So all of her books that she's publishing now, she wrote last year. And I was just like, it was literally like a, like
yeah.
that, like there's authors that are writing a year in advance. And now that I know it, I'm like, okay, well, how do I do it? You know?
Yeah, that's just not, I can't get it. I think I'm going to, but then I also need a deadline or else I might just keep pushing it off.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm like,
okay, well, pretend like your deadline is next month and then you'll be done. You just won't publish it.
But it's different, like if I'm just like in my mind, like this is my deadline, rather than like somebody is waiting for me to do it because it's part of their business too, then that gives me like the, yep, my editor's waiting for it, or yep, the PR company's waiting for it. Like I'm in their schedule, you know?
Well, why you could schedule the editor and just have it edit.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one way to do it, but I know what you mean, and I'm the same way. If I don't have a deadline, I don't have a fire under me, and I'm just watching shows about woods being haunted in America. Yeah.
I kind of now, like, you should write a book where someone lives in that wood. That's where the mafia is.
That would be cool.
That's where all those brothers are coming from.
Right? Oh my God. I'm definitely, so that whole dream exhausted me because I was like, I am not writing a book with 7 brothers. Like I'm not, or like writing 7 books. You know how each
one, that would start a series right there. Everyone would want the different brother to have a book.
A musical called that? 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Yes.
There is. I used to love it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, you could have a Why Choose book and it's just.
Ooh, I have not written a Why Choose yet. So that would be.
That's where I
may be looking at 1 or 2 books, maybe.
They were going in the bank.
What? What would you say?
Your dream. That's what I thought it was going to be, was Why Choose. They were going in the bank to make their deposit.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh my God. Now as a completely different.
That's where my mind went.
Okay. I really want to step into the waters of Why Choose. Although I don't know if I might have to go under a pen name because I don't know. People are very interesting when they're like, you only write normally, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know.
Kelly really enjoyed listening to the variety of ways we write stories. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet. It's definitely different for everyone.
Yes. There's no rhyme or reason with me.
Yeah. Do you guys use fancy tools? Because
nope.
I don't either.
I use a notepad and that's about it.
And Word document.
Yeah. I like plot out a few chapters and then just kind of go from there.
Yeah, same. That's about as creative as I get. So
yeah. But I do feel like you, like I get ideas randomly. You know, it can be a song, it could be something I see while I'm driving. I mean, just going to a high school football game, you get like 5 new ideas right there, you know?
Oh man.
So.
With my girls in high school right now, it has definitely been a lot of that. A lot of ideas. So like, not even kidding you, my junior came home and she was like, Mom, there was this couple that were fighting because the guy wanted to make the girl jealous, so he fake dated another girl.
I thought that only happened in movies.
I know. I was like, are you serious? Did this really happen? And she's like, yeah, like they were fighting about it. It was a really big fight at lunch and blah, blah, blah. And he actually ended up sleeping with the fake girlfriend. It was really dramatic. I was like, oh, taking notes. Like, oh no. And then what?
Yeah. Right. Then what happened?
It's fun. But it's a lot of really good inspiration there. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, is it that time?
I think it's that time.
Are you ready, Ashley?
What do we do? What's happening? Is it ending or there's a clam? Okay.
There's a clam. Just wait. Hold on to your seat.
Okay.
Here we go. Welcome to Cougar Talk. Sorry, that's like right in my boobs. Sorry, I had to come get my charger.
I know. I have to see if this will take my charger too.
Yeah, I had to like angle so now my boobs are right in everybody's face.
It's not the right cord. Okay, we're gonna hope that die on me.
So
yeah, I was so unprepared, but I'm okay now.
Yes. So Cougar Talk this week, we're going to talk about fun games you can play.
Okay.
So,
Are they fun though?
well, they sounded great.
Or is this like going to send you to the yard trip?
Okay. So no words. This sounds like a game where you'd get drunk really fast. Where basically you just take a drink. 1 sips, yes, for whatever question. 2 sips, no. So that's not one I was really that interested. 2 truths and a lie. You know that. Oh, why isn't it loading? Oh, Sticker Stalker. This was the one that I liked. So you go in and you stick Post-it notes on people. Like randomly in a store.
So like you do it like as a couple, like you would go into Target with 2 different color sticky notes.
Yes.
That's fun.
Whoever gets rid of their sticky notes first wins.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And so can you only put it on people's bodies or can you put it on their stuff?
Oh, I don't know. But I love that it's called Sticker Stalker.
Too. I love that. That's so fun.
Yes. Like, I'm here for it. Let's see. Sing song, ping pong. Can't come up with a song. Loses the game. Oh, that's kind of like off Pitch Perfect, where they pick up like the riff.
Oh, yeah. I would be.
And then the spirit animal, you each draw what you would think of as if they were an animal and if you were an animal.
Oh my God, I love that one.
Yeah, I kind of think you could go south really quick though.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Huh.
Scavenger hunt, 21 questions. Truth or dare is always fun.
It is. Double date charades.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah, the others are kind of like more simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I like the sticker sticky.
Yeah, that one was fun.
I want to see that like on a TikTok, like actual couples doing that. I think that would be very entertaining.
I'm surprised it's not. I wonder if it is on the TikTok.
I know, like,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like a challenge on TikTok.
right?
Yeah.
Like a trend or something.
Yeah. Well, let's start it.
Yeah.
Here we go. We'll go viral.
We will. Especially if we get somebody who like does not appreciate having a Post-it note put on them.
Yeah.
It could go interesting. What if you just end up like giving someone a hug? Like,
ooh, yes. Or, excuse me, like just, I'm going to scooch by you right here.
good idea. Ooh, you'd be a worthy adversary.
Let me just scooch on back here. Yeah, so that's all I have for Cougar Talk today. It was a fun game.
I like it. I now watch tomorrow. That will be on TikTok, and we'll be like, oh,
right. It's because we were saying it around our phone, and our phone was listening. I don't know.
Yes.
But whenever I talk about anything ever, then my phone shows me it the next day.
Mhm.
Always.
But not conveniently, because like I'm trying to look up like vacation stuff, and I'm like saying it into my phone without saying it to, like, you know, my browser, like Hawaiian vacations on a discount, you know.
Yeah, it'll be after you book it.
Yeah, after I book it. Yeah, because otherwise nothing's coming up. So I bet you there'll be something about haunted woods, though.
Sure. Yep.
Haunted prison.
Body found. Like you have all this stuff.
The sounds in that show are freaky. It's like half the fear factor.
It looks like those places where they're like, oh, if you can make it here for 24 hours, you get like this much money or something.
Oh man, I would die. I would literally die. Like, I'm not built for that. I'm not made for it. No, thank you. I just like it from the safety of my office.
No, I couldn't even do my daughter's Girl Scout camp thing. I was like, we're gonna leave at 10. Everybody else spent the night. I'm just like, do we have to? Yeah, I'm not built for it.
I think I've escaped some like shifty behavior stuff in the past because I've had some stupid friends that are like, we're gonna do a seance, and I'm like, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm playing the game. I'm not gonna be followed home by a ghost. No,
Yes.
thank you.
No light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I never played. My mama taught me. She's like, the devil will come into your house. So I was like, I don't want to play that game.
I know. I've never done a Ouija board. Like, that scares me.
No, I won't do a Ouija board.
Me neither.
No. We did do Bloody Mary when I was like in elementary school, like at a sleepover, but that was about it.
Yeah.
That's just where you say your names 3 times, right?
In the mirror, in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we did that too. The dark time, because I just remember being scared.
Ew. My dad said that he almost put me in a hospital though because of that. I don't know. I was in 2nd grade, and my dad that was during the season, like the time where that was really popular.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but I wasn't sleeping. My dad was a cop, and he worked the night shift. And he had to hire babysitters to stay up with me because he said that like I was having such bad nightmares that he didn't know what to do. And he said he called like a mental hospital because he didn't know what to do because I wouldn't sleep. He's like, you would not sleep. And I remember covering every inch of my mirror doors that slid open, those long mirror doors. I covered every inch with like a picture that I colored because I didn't want to see the mirrors. I was too scared.
Aww.
So it was definitely a dark time for me too, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yes. And Candyman?
No, thank you. See, I'm not brave enough to actually watch those movies. It has to be a Disney or a Discovery Plus special. That's like with ghost equipment and the little ghost radar. It has to be like that level, or else I cannot watch it.
Everybody's gonna be posting their scary shows they watched on Halloween, and then Ashley's gonna be like, "Listen, Discovery Plus is where it's at."
Oh, I think she froze.
I think we lost her. That, or she's not amused.
No, I think I think we lost her on her phone. Yep, she said her phone died.
Oh, okay. Well, this was so fun.
Well, and on that note, she's going to try to grab a charger real quick. I was going to say, and for my this or that tonight, it is the horror edition. Surprise! I love when I pick these things out and it just ends up being something we talk about.
Yeah.
Well, you can play first while we're waiting. Would you rather do a slasher or psychological thriller?
Ooh. I like it when they have a little bit of both.
You can't. You gotta pick this or that.
So psychological is more freaky. I feel like that's actually scarier because these people are nuts. But slasher, you get, what would Scream be? Because that's both. I mean,
I consider it more like slasher, though.
Yeah, let's just go with slasher.
All right. Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees?
Michael Myers.
Paranormal or sci-fi?
Okay, what kind of paranormal? Are we talking like...
Paranormal is like your ghosts, and sci-fi is going to be like aliens.
Well, no, but like some paranormal, it's like vampires. I like them, but I don't like spirits.
We're going with spirits on this one.
Okay, so then sci-fi.
All right. Werewolves or vampires?
I like both of those. Vampire. I do like werewolves, though. I do.
Witches or possessions?
What kind of possessions? Like just being possessed by a demon? Yeah, I'm going with witches.
Yeah. So like The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Home invasion or haunted house?
A haunted house. Home invasion scares the crap out of me.
Me too. Too realistic sometimes for me. Like when they move in next door to the creepy neighbor. Ugh. It ends up being scary.
Yeah.
All right. The Grudge or The Ring?
Neither one of those are like my favorite. I guess The Ring. I don't know.
Okay. Tim Curry as Pennywise or Bill Skarsgård?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Tim Curry is the one that scarred me for life. Bill Skarsgård, I think, was a really creepy Pennywise, but I also kind of have a thing for him. So I might slide down that one. I slide down the drain. I don't know.
So that one wins.
No, I'm gonna still go with Tim Curry just because he was the original.
All right. Goosebumps, the TV show, or Ghost Hunters?
Oh, Goosebumps. I loved Goosebumps.
Found footage films or anthology horror films?
Found footage is super creepy, so I guess I'll go with that.
I always think they're creepy too, like the Blair Witch Project. I'm getting creeped out just thinking about it, and I'm downstairs in my basement.
Oh my gosh.
I think so too. I'd pick that one. Wing. Should we? I don't know if she's gonna jump back on or not. She's trying to grab a charger.
Okay. Well, I probably need to get my girls to bed.
No, that's fine. I'll just message her and let her know. That's okay.
Yes.
I got you too. So
much fun. It was so much fun having Ashley. I love her.
It was. And we'll be back again this Friday.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.